Hi, I'm Dr. Packer with Precision Spinal Care. And let's be honest, nobody really likes surprises, especially when it comes to medical bills. It can be very confusing trying to figure out what's covered, what's not. Do you take my insurance? Is it in or out of network? Do I have a high deductible? Is it my individual or family deductible? What's my copay? Are you a specialist or general practitioner? And on and on. And nobody likes a surprise bill in the mail later, 3 months, 6 months after the fact, where things weren't thoroughly explained and you get a bill that you weren't expecting. So the purpose of this video is to help you know that at our office, we're dedicated to guiding you step by step, each way across, not only us helping you, but explaining your benefits and any out-of-pocket costs that you might experience. So there'll be no guesswork, no games, no bills you don't expect. We always explain what the patient's responsibility is, what the insurance coverage is before any service is provided. I speak from experience on this issue because I have a son who's a special needs. He's had over 50 surgeries, been to multiple hospitals, and we have gotten bills we didn't expect. The insurance process was not explained to us, so it can be very frustrating and very upsetting to your financial budget each month. So I take it personal that this will not happen to any of my patients. So what we do to make this process very easy and transparent and do all the work for you is, first of all, let's just talk a first visit. When you come into Precision Spinal Care, regardless of your insurance, we have two scenarios. We have a $20 copay for a new patient exam, which is very thorough. And if x-rays are necessary or digital imaging, it's only a specialist copay of $50. That's $70 total, whether you have insurance, you don't have insurance, in and out of network. I'm not saying you couldn't even get that $70 covered, but we will never charge more than that $70. And if you've been in an auto accident, as long as you bring your claim number with you, there will be no out-of-pocket expenses. There are no variables, there's no games, there's nothing different about the scenario. So when you come in for a first visit, you will know exactly what those fees are. And of course, consultations and my time just to speak with me and even find out if our office is a good fit is of course no charge. Now, after we're able to do this exam, take any imaging if it was medically necessary, of course, I'm going to need to study your results, put all your exam information together. So when you're scheduled to come back for your next visit, we're hard at work, not only looking at your exam findings and helping find out what's wrong with you, but my staff is on the phone with your insurance company. We have a better idea of what services we may need to provide to you once we know your case better. We'll explain that to the insurance company. We'll find out all those questions, the deductible, the copays, your out of network, in network. And when you come back for your results, I will sit down with you personally. I will not only explain your findings in terms of what's wrong, can it be fixed, how long will it take, but exactly how much it'll cost with no guesswork before we would render any treatment. So let's say we do get to the point where we can explain there are some out-of-pocket expenses. We will go over all the options with you before any care will be rendered. And some of those may be discounts, explaining an FSA, a flexible savings account, or a HSA, a health savings account if you have one, budget plans that are offered at 0% interest. We work with you to make the care very affordable, even if you don't have insurance coverage. And we can fit most people on a very modest copay budget. But everything will be explained up front before any services were provided. So there would be no surprises, no bills in the mail. You would understand everything up front before we got started. We're going to take all the guesswork out of it for you. So we're very busy researching all that for you before you come back for your results. Our office does participate with a lot of insurances in and out of network. We do take Medicare. However, we do let Medicare patients know, as the law stands today, Medicare covers some of the treatment, but not all of it. And they do not cover exam or x-rays as of this point. But that's what I referenced earlier, that those costs are only $20 for the exam and $50 for the x-rays. But we do like to let Medicare patients know there's a little bit of cost with the initial visit. And also, we do not take Medicaid or Champus VA. That's not our choice. They just don't cover chiropractic in the state of Virginia. But please give us a call if you have questions or concerns about whether we can help, or even if there are insurance questions or concerns. Do you take my insurance? What would my initial visit be? Feel free to give us a call or fill out a contact information form, and myself or my staff will get right back to you and be happy to address these concerns, because we know it could be scary going to a doctor's office. As we said, we're with you. Nobody likes surprises. Now, let's say you've been recently involved in an auto accident and it was someone else's fault. All you need to do is bring in certain amounts of information. First of all, it's going to be your claim number. Now, there's usually different sources of insurance when it comes to an auto accident. Number one, still bring your ID and your health insurance. Number two, bring in your auto insurance. A lot of people have what's called MedPay, which is your own insurance, but can be used for medical expenses. And it does not count against your insurance. It doesn't matter who's at fault. It's simply like a health insurance rider on your auto policy. So you'd like to bring that information in. And of course, try to get the liability party in terms of just the name of the insurance company and the claim number. If you've already got an attorney representing you, of course, bring in their name and number, and we can reach out to your attorney and let them know we're treating you. So we have extensive experience in dealing with personal injury. So those are the pieces of information you'd want to bring in. Now, whether you have an attorney or not, whether you have health insurance or not, we will treat you as a personal injury patient with no out-of-pocket expenses.